Hi guys, I'm Minidu Chandrawansa and welcome to my YouTube channel. So the question came to me, if we are supposed to stay indoors for a long time, how are we supposed to stay connected? How are we supposed to start new businesses, new ventures? So I was thinking about this question for a long time and I had that feeling that I want to start something new. But given the current situation, how am I supposed to start something new without meeting people and reaching out to different people and starting something new? The solution was already out there, but I felt the urge to do it only now. And the solution to my question is a website. I had to build a website. So I googled different methods on how to make a website and I found some information, and I also reached out to some of my friends and they told me different methods that I can create my own website. So currently I'm working on a new project and it will be released in a few months given the time. So without further ado, let's get into the different ways that you can build a website. Starting with the most difficult yet most customizable way is that you can code from scratch. If you don't want a really simplified version in making a website, but you want a really customizable and way that you can shape every inch of your website in the way that you want, coding is the best option for you. For this, the most common computing languages used are HTML, which is used to build the layout for the website, and then you use CSS to style the website, then you use JavaScript to make up the animation and the interactive elements, and also you can use Python and Java for these steps too. But the problem is that you have to learn these languages beforehand, so it'll be a difficult task. If you already know these languages, it's fine. But if you are a newbie like me, I only know HTML and a little bit of CSS. If I'm trying to code from scratch, I have to learn PHP, JavaScript and the other necessary languages to continue in making a website. If you need to learn how to code, there are free websites that help you in that way. An example for this is W3 Schools. I used that to learn HTML too when I was starting out, and using W3 Schools I learned CSS too. I did not have a prior knowledge about CSS. We had CSS in school when we were in about the 7th grade, but I did not understand what we were learning. But I used W3 Schools and I got a better understanding of what CSS was. So you guys can try that out too. And also another thing is there are pre-made coding lines. You can visit a website like CodePen and you can get a pre-made code. So you can copy it and paste it in your own HTML or CSS or any code that you want. Another really easy but a costly way is to hire a web developer. Using this method, you don't need to go through the trouble of coding and hosting and managing the website, but you can get a web developer to manage your website, to code it and to host it and do all of them in one package, but he'll charge a large amount for that. If your project is really urgent, then going with a web developer is a good option. Something else you can use is Dreamweaver. This is somewhat of a WYSIWYG type of editor. A WYSIWYG editor is basically what you see is what you get type of editor. But you can also use code in this too. What WYSIWYG editor actually means is that the thing that you see on screen is what the visitors of your website see. I'll leave a link to some videos that explain in-depth information about Dreamweaver in the description below, so check that out and I hope that it will help you out in clarifying more information about Dreamweaver. Another method that you can go with is to use an online web builder like Wix. Wix is a drag and drop type of web builder. There are pre-made templates that you can use, and what you can do is you can drag the elements and drop it onto the website and you can customize the text, and it's really simple. It's a really user-friendly way, but the thing is it lacks a little bit of customizability. And also when you're trying to publish the website, you have to register using the subscription method, so you have to pay them when you're publishing it. Otherwise you can keep the website under the Wix subdomain, but That means that Wix have the authority of even removing your website if they think that your website should be removed. There are some limitations with going with Wix, but if you want a pre-made theme, a template, and you need to customize it and it should be in a really user-friendly way, I think going with Wix is the best option. Or you can use something like WordPress.com, not .org. WordPress.com is also like Wix, where you can drag and drop and customize your website. Using WordPress.com, you can also host it the way that you host using Wix. They charge a subscription, and if you are willing to, you can pay the subscription and host your website using WordPress.com or Wix.com. Another thing is that you can use a CMS like WordPress.org. There's a difference between WordPress.com and WordPress.org. The main difference is who is hosting your website. In WordPress.com, WordPress manages everything and they host your website. But in WordPress.org, you are the person that's supposed to host your website using your own money, and then you can customize using WordPress. Another method that you can use when using WordPress.org is you can use your personal computer as local host, and you can make a local environment to run WordPress. For example, you can use a software like MAMP, M-A-M-P, MAMP. So using MAMP, you can create a local environment where WordPress can make a website. So it's in your computer. After you customize everything, you can upload it to the internet. Otherwise, if you are trying to host the website using your own money, you can go with a web hosting service like HostGator. So after buying your domain and hosting your website, you can use HostGator where they have integrated WordPress into their software. So you can open WordPress and customize your website in the way that you want it to look like. So those were different ways that you can make your own website. And to wrap everything up, I'm gonna read out the methods that you can make a website. First method is coding from scratch. Next is hire a web developer. Using an online web builder like Wix, using Dreamweaver, using a CMS like WordPress.org. So those were different methods that you can make your own website. And I hope you guys make something new and innovative and which will help everybody. You can start an online e-commerce store or an online course or any other method that you can sell your own product on the internet. And also you can provide a service to the people that uses your website. Thank you guys for watching, and hope you got something out of the video, and I hope it helped and clarified some issues that you had. So I listed out some options that you can consider in building a website, and I'll leave some links to get an in-depth understanding of them. So until the next video, bye.